Right, well, good morning. As I retreat to this space, it's Friday morning Qigong, it's the 6th of February, and I'd just like to welcome Claire, Lindsay, Lorna, and Kate, who are Qigonging. We're all Qigonging together, so it'd be lovely to practice with you all. So we're just going to start by just doing a little bit of knocking actually on the door of life. So you toe your feet fairly wide, and whatever's comfortable for you. Knees are a little bit bent, and then just turning from the hips and from the waist, and just allow your breath to be deep and soft and slow. So just sort of bring your mind into your belly as you're turning, and just let your head and your neck be soft and your shoulders be soft. If you're feeling just like you've just woken up, this was probably enough. But if you're feeling a bit more energetic, or you just want to have a bit more of a workout, you can lunge from side to side. But hey, it's still pretty dark in the morning, so I think I'm just going to stick with this one today. Lovely. And then just knocking under the collarbone at the front, in that little hollow, which is at the start of the lung meridian. So really good for these winter coughs and colds, and for the immune system. Lovely, and then just back to your belly and back to the lower back area. Great. Okay, slowing it down. Keep your legs nice and wide, and have your hands at the top of your thighs, and we're going to be moving like a river, so it's really nice for that side to side movement in the spine. So you're shifting the weight, and then the body follows. So the legs are really sort of strong and rooted, and this is quite a nice strengthening exercise for the legs. And then you just let the spine follow the spine, and then the head follows last of all. And just play around with what you might need today. So it might be, you might want to come further forwards or be more upright. You might want to go quick, like a fast flowing river, or you might just want to go nice and slowly, but really feel the movement. So again, keep breathing deeply and softly. Lovely. And then just taking all the weight over to your left leg, rest your elbow on your lower leg, and breathing in, reaching up towards the sky, and then all the way over and round like a big half moon. Squat in the middle, but as far as is comfortable for you, lean on the other side, and then inhaling. So the outer leg is straightening, and then you just sort of have the weight on the bent leg. So you get a nice stretch to the inner thigh. Well, hopefully it's a nice stretch. All stretching's nice, isn't it? But as long as it's done in a gentle, not trying to push it way. So you're just easing into it, allowing your body to guide you. Just make sure your knee's not over the ankle joint, it's just above it rather than going beyond, just to protect the knee. And just go as far as is comfy for you. I'll just do one more each side. Inhaling up, exhaling down, and then coming round. Just bring your legs in a little bit, heart to the sky, heart to the earth, just pressing your thumb knuckles into the chest, into the heart area, and then we bow to the earth, gratitude to the earth. Inhaling, opening up, bring your hips forward, just looking up at the sky, gratitude to the sky, the sun. Exhaling, just letting go of any tension, any stay there. Inhaling, opening, exhaling, release. Maybe just imagining grey smoke coming off your lungs, just letting go of anything you want to let go of. One more. coming back a little bit further in, so your feet are shoulder width apart. Just keep your low back tucked under, your low back, your sort of tailbone tucked under, and then reaching up towards the sky, picking cherries, stretching up, looking up to the hand if that feels okay for you. Lovely. And then bring your hands down to the sides, push your hands down towards the earth, tuck your chin in so that your head is facing up towards the sky, tailbone down towards the earth, push your hands down, palms down, fingers spread. Inhale, and then just push your hand away from you as you just bring your ear towards the opposite shoulder. Inhaling, exhaling, just a really sort of nice stretch for the neck and the arm and all the nerves. If it's tight at all and uncomfortable in your neck, you can just push down more with the arm. So rather than pushing on the neck, you're just allowing the arm to stretch a bit more. Inhale, back up. Exhaling over the other side. Back to the centre, just have a little bit of a shake out, breathing in, exhaling the sounds for the lungs. The kidney sound, chew. And just allow yourself to bounce in your legs, bouncing in your arms. The liver sound, sh. The heart sound, ha. The spleen sound, haw. And the triple heater sound, he. Just shake out anything else that might need a little shake out. We'll do 2 clearing exercises. The tiger, so you've got your legs a little bit wider. Whoops. Make yourself some tiger claws, and your hands, your paws come down towards the earth. Just as low as is comfortable. Make your tiger claws, inhaling, pulling out any negative energy from the internal organs. And just go as low as is comfy for you. Lovely, one more. Brilliant. And then just shake out your legs a little bit. We're going to do this I really like this one. It's a funny exercise. It's called monkey washes the fruit. So you've got your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. So you're a monkey and you're washing the fruit with your hands like this. So imagine that you're just letting go of anything again that you no longer serves you in your body, in your mind, in your emotions. And release it with the heart sound, the half sound, just to let go of any emotional tension. And then you bring your lovely little monkey paws up towards here, come up onto your toes, and then if you can turn ever so slowly to your right, look over your shoulder, it's quite hard, and then come back to the centre, back down, hooray, and then again wash your fruit, deep breath in, let go. And then bring your paws up onto your toes, turn the other way. Now if you can't come on your toes, don't worry, just keep your feet flat on the ground. Imagine that you're coming onto your toes. Inhaling, exhaling. And then coming up, this time we're going to go one way and then the other way, staying on your toes if possible. So this is really good to stay in the present moment because you can't think of anything else while you're doing this. Back to the centre. Okay, breathing in. I hope you found that okay. We're going to do it once more because the more we do it, the better it, you know, the easier it gets. One more deep breath. Really let go of anything physical, tension, emotional, mental. Up onto your toes. Turn to your right, turn to your left. Keep your chin tucked in. And back down. Okay, brilliant. That's a little shake out of anything else that needs it. A little bit of a knock on the belly, on the low back area. And let's just clap down the backs of the legs. Outside of your legs, up the inside. Down the outside. Up the inside. Back up the front, up to the heart. Deep breath in. Knock down and clap down the arm. And back up to the top, across the chest. We'll just do it once each. Lovely. Back to the chest and a little bit of a tap on the head. Back down the back of the neck and head. Okay, and just tune into yourself. Just checking with how you're feeling now. Maybe a little bit lighter, brighter, buzzy, tingly. Just getting everything flowing. And let's just float the hands up to shoulder height. Crane soaring. So you breathe in, heart goes up towards the sky. Turn the palms over, touch the thumb and first finger together. And then sink the chest as your hands come back. Inhaling as though you're just sort of on thermals and you're just soaring through the air. And I've got my arms at shoulder height, but if that's in any way uncomfortable for you, just let your arms be a little bit lower. And if your arms start to get tired, it's fine to lower them. But this is a really lovely exercise for the air element, the element of air. And in the Celtic wheel, we're approaching the spring. We've just had Imbolc. So we're welcoming in those first signs of spring. And this exercise is really for the lungs and for the large intestine, the organs that sort of bring energy into the body and then let it go. Just one more, floating out, floating back in. And then bringing your hands in towards the chest, bringing in positive white sparkly energy into your lungs. And then exhale, sink your chest, just releasing any negative energy. Inhaling, bringing in the pure, clean, fresh, clean, sparkly white energy into the lungs. Exhaling, just release. Just imagine you releasing. So there's a standing up slightly as you bring the energy in, and as you release there's a sinking at the chest and a slight bend of the knees. Bringing in new fresh energy, exhaling anything heavy in your heart. And then just floating the hands back down again. Going to go into another one for flying one. So breathing in, flying the arms up, just as far up as is comfy for you, and breathing out back down. So just keep the neck and shoulders nice and relaxed. There's a lovely rising and falling of the body. Inhale, floating up, exhale, floating down. And then on the next one, if you touch your hands to the backs of your hands together, just notice how that feels. Coming back down again. And then just bring your arms to shoulder height this time. And now we're going to add the legs in. So as you bring your hands all the way up to touch your backs of your hands together, if you can lift up your left leg in front and then bring it back down. And then just bring your arms to shoulder height and bend your other leg behind you. And back down. And this time I'm going to do it all on one leg. So breathing in, backs of hands come together, lift up your knee and hip, back down. Now shift the weight the way you've just been and bend that leg behind you, arms just come to shoulder height and back down. And then we do 2 on your right leg. Inhale, oops, the leg comes up, back down, shift the weight again, this time just to shoulder height and back down. So just having that element of air, of levity, elevation. And we're balancing. It's really good for the mind, for sort of flexibility, a bit like brain gym, as well as balance and strengthening of the legs. Good for the lungs. We're opening the chest. Are you getting the rhythm? Inhale, backs of hands touch, lift up the leg in front, sinking back down, arms to shoulder height, bend the leg behind you. Inhaling, arms come up and back down to shoulder height. I'll just go to the side, let's just do it a couple of times each side more. So you could even try closing your eyes if you feel, just notice how that is. Oops, how that is. Really good for sort of balance, for proprioception. Lovely, back to centre. Just go inside for a moment, just notice how you're feeling, just allow your breath to be deep and soft and slow. Just take 3 deep breaths. Filling up your belly, your ribs, your chest, into the lower back area. Lovely. And then just bringing your hands to your heart, just press your thumb knuckles into the heart space again. Breathing into the belly, the ribs and the chest. Stepping out with your left leg. Arms come down, we're going to the dance of winter. We're still not quite out of the woods yet. So we'll do the dance of winter. Inhaling, arms come up, exhaling, arms go around. Inhaling, exhaling. Arms come down, step out with the leg, and then the arms become like a pair of swallows. Just skimming the water. You've stood up to waist height in water. Your legs are like the river or the lake, the pond. And then 2 birds are just skimming the water, taking a little drink, a pair of male and female swallows. And then when you next come to your left side, take all the way onto your left leg, lift up the opposite leg if possible, raise the arms up, and then coming back down. Breathing in and down. If it's too much, you can just rest on your toe. Just have the intention to lift the leg. And then if you step forward with your right leg, and we're going to be doing this action, lifting up the heel, lifting up the toes, sort of playing with waves. As you come forward, float the arms up, backwards, and sinking down again. The spine stays straight. Inhaling, floating up, exhaling down. Imagine that you're up to shoulder height this time in water. So your arms are like, you're just feeling yourself of powerful waves. Feeling the energy of water, the element of water in the winter. Back to the centre, swap sides, repeat. Inhale, floating up, exhale, lifting up the heel as you come forward and the toes as you come back. Back to the centre, same foot pattern, backs of your hands are on your lower back. Push down at the back, lift up the chest as you come forward, slide your hands back up, so we're activating, bringing a bit of energy to the kidneys. Breathing in, slide the hands down, slide the hands up. And this time the chest does move up and down. So one more, breathing in, slide the hands down, back to the centre, keep your hands on your kidneys, and same thing on the other side. Back to the centre, inhaling, pull down the heavens, back to the start again. Just go inside for a moment, hands on your belly. Just notice the effect of that dance on your system, on your energy body, on your everything. Okay, and then we're just going to go into the dance for spring to prepare the body for spring. So if you just step your feet apart, so shoulder width apart, floating your hands up to shoulder height, and then as though you're kind of hugging a tree. So the first exercise, keep your feet planted, come down as low as is comfy for you. Imagine that you're sliding your hands down the trunk of the tree, about shoulder width apart, hip width apart, and then you come all the way up the top of the tree, and then you expand out into the canopy of the tree, and then come back down again. We do that about 3 times. So breathing in as you go up, exhaling as you come back down again. Lovely. Back to the centre. This time widen your arms, you're holding a really big tree. Take a deep breath in, expand your palms away from each other. And then there's a quick release. And you come back to that big trunk, inhaling, so the energy of the sap is rising, the tree's really full, and then exhaling, release. Keep the big wide opening, you're holding a big tree, keep your knees facing forward and turn the body. Just protect your knees though, if you need to alter the position of your foot, do. And you're just turning around as far as you can go, but keep your arms wide apart. Back to the centre and then go in the other way. You might want to inhale one way. So really sort of focusing on the liver, you're stretching all around the rib cage and the wood element. The liver is associated with the spring in Chinese medicine. Right, keep that lovely flow as you're turning from one side to the other. And now we're going to dance with our trees. So if you go to your left, you step your right foot over your left foot and then turn and then back the other way and then back the other way, back the other way. Get the idea? Tree dancing. And then we reach all the way up into the big canopy of the tree. Bring the energy down to the liver, so it's on your right side underneath the ribs. And then we make clockwise circles. Let's just do 9 clockwise circles. So massaging into the liver, which gives flexibility to the tendons, the muscles, helps with planning, decision making. And then the other way. Lovely. And then once more, pull down the heavens and bring the energy down. And we'll just do that a few times. Inhaling up, face your hands towards you and just imagine that you're just sort of just removing any creases that you might have in your energy system. You're just smoothing everything out like a lovely, a dress or a shirt or something that you're just smoothing out, or your sheets on the bed, smoothing out any creases. And bringing in that beautiful green, spring green colour into your body. And then bring your feet together, Hands over your belly, just tune into yourself again. Perhaps filling yourself up with green light into the liver area, like a spring green. Surround yourself in a green bubble. And white light for the lungs. Surround yourself in a white bubble. And any other colours that you feel you need today. And just check in with how you're feeling. Breathing in gratitude. Gratitude for maybe a few things in your life and your body. Exhaling out love. And that's to everybody joining us today and people who couldn't join us. Anyone who's struggling. Breathing in gratitude. Breathing out love. And hopefully see you next week. Just check in with yourself. I'm going to check in with the lovely ladies here. And have a lovely week. Bye for now.